NATO on red alert. Russia is massing nuclear-capable missiles, 30,000 troops and fighter jets in Belarus. NATO warns amid fears Ukraine invasion could spark refugee crisis with 2 million people displaced. Russia is massing nuclear-capable missiles along with 30,000 troops in Belarus, NATO has warned, amid fears of a huge refugee crisis if Ukraine is invaded. Jens Stoltenberg, NATO General Secretary, said today that Russia has already deployed thousands of troops including Spetsnaz special forces, along with Iskander missiles that can be tipped with nukes, fighter jets, and S-400 anti-aircraft systems. Intelligence suggests that Putin will grow that force to 30,000 troops within the coming days, Stoltenberg added, saying it represents the largest Russian deployment in Belarus since the Cold War. Observers are particularly fearful of troops stationed in Belarus because it gives them the shortest route to attack Kiev, Ukraine's capital, with some predicting that military drills taking place in the coming days could be used as cover for an attack. Stoltenberg issued his warning as the Norwegian Refugee Council predicted a huge humanitarian crisis if violence breaks out across the region. The lives and safety of millions of people in eastern Ukraine hang in the balance as we wait for a political breakthrough to the current impasse, Jan Egeland, head of the council, said in a statement after visiting Ukraine. We must not underestimate the human suffering of renewed conflict. It would result in increased civilian casualties, massive displacement and humanitarian needs. Egeland said fighting in the eastern Donbass region has already displaced some 850,000 and left 3 million reliant on humanitarian aid. And he predicted another 2 million people would be made homeless if Russia were to attack other eastern regions, not including the possibility of an attack from Belarus.
So this is a book, 2 Ezra 15 in verse 28, it read, Behold the unhorrible vision, as the appearance is therefore from the north. I see all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Akaha Kadash, with the Bahana to the elder and the apostles of the Stone who do well, a peace, a blessing, and salvation to Joachim who are pushing these truths, the four winds of the heaven, be on the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise. Here on earth again, as in the days of all the soul. It is another update through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yashai concerning the algorithm of WW3. And the title of this video, it read, Not only the alert, Russia massing nuclear capable missile, 3,000 troop and fighter jet in Belarus. So we read from 2 Ezra 15 verse 28, Behold the horrible vision, and the appearance is from the north. So from verse 29 all the way down, he was going into the detail of this horrible vision. But I want to go to verse 29. Let's go first to Ezekiel, because it is talking about the same thing. See, about the horrible vision in which our forefather saw. This is the holy prophet. See, so this is the book of Ezekiel, started verse 7. It said, Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee. That's what is going on right now. You see, so Gog and Magog, he is assembling a great company, man, to come against the whole, and be thou a guard unto them. You see, because everything you see right now, as far as the algorithm of WW3 is concerned, is geared up to total annihilation of Babylon the Great, aka America. Verse 8 say, After many days thou shalt be visited, in the later year thou shalt come to the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountain of Israel, which have been always west, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safe in all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. That's the point. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm, man. So, as a matter of fact, Russia have a weapon we haven't heard in the media. Like how we like to go in the history of World War II, man, World War I, especially World War II. Germany had submarines, man, and in which submarine is also it was a new way of fighting in the battlefield, man. There wasn't submarine back in the days, man, and then World War I, so you have what you call dogfighter. You see, so nobody knew about dogfighters until the war started, and nobody knew about this submarine until the war started. As a matter of fact, this submarine they surrounded Great Britain. That's how it got defeated. So Britain got defeated by Germany, man. The Americans have to interfere. They went and dropped the 2 nukes on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's how Germany surrendered. You see? And right now, man, you expect to see weapons you haven't seen on the media. That's why the scripture tell you, though shall ascend and come like a storm, though shall be like a cloud to cover the land, though and all thy band and many people see. Thus says the Lord Abba Shemashai, shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of an old village, I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither barn or gate. That was going to America, man. So all of this will be geared towards the destruction and total annihilation of America. So let's go back and continue with 2 Ezra 15, verse 28. I will be jumping around, man. As he say, whereas the nation of the dragon of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, and shall all them which hear them may fear and tremble. Why, man? Because, man, of the dread of prophecy, man. And I did a lesson about it. It was entitled, "Is this religion wars will spearhead lamentation wars in the morning?" And that's what he was really going to this video, man. You see, numbers of refugee men will increase, famine will increase, economic difficulty will increase, hyperinflation, inflation, and everything, man. You see, a lot of people will be put to death, man. So this is just the beginning of a many lamentation war in the morning. So verse 30 says, as a command and raging lash shall go forth as a wind blows the wood, and its great power, they shall come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of Assyria. We have been going through this scripture over and over again. That's why you can see. I'm not really reading. I'm just skimming through. As if you can understand. He's saying, then shall the dragon have an upper hand, and this was really going to what you see will really start in the Valley of Yehoshaphat. And what you have over there in Ukraine is that is a build-up, man, to the day of the Lord, because the day of the Lord is not just a single day, man. It is a build-up. You see? It is a build-up. See? So let me see. Let me see. Verse 49 says, I will send the plague upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, thirst, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death, and the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower. The heat shall arise that is sent over thee. So shall be weakened the poor woman with stripe, and the poor woman is defenseless, man. That every prophecy, when you read every prophecy, man, concerning as the day of the Lord is geared toward the destruction of America again, as I was speaking, so that the mighty and lava shall not be able to receive thee. See, let me go back to the book of Isaiah 13, starting at verse 17, man. It is easy, man, easy. Isaiah 13:17 said, behold, I will stir up the Mede against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. That was going to this other nation, is they will be trying to pacify Russia. Come to the table, let us talk this out. Let us talk this out. We don't want war. And then the Mede will be like, nah, man, we are tired of you Babylonian, man. And there was a beautiful brother, man, GMS sons of Isaac, man. He did a beautiful lesson, and he was going to the Mede, man, how the Lord fomented them to make them the instrument of wars. And he was going to the different history in which the Russians have to undergo this different invasion from Napoleon to Hitler and so forth, man. it reached to a point where the Russians they faced to be annihilated, a threat of being annihilated, so they have to be tough. So they had that spirit, and as this as the only Edomites who are tough, man. As this other Edomites, they are acting like bitches, man. Especially you Edomites over there in America, man. So, man, it will come to a point where the Russian will say, "Fuck you, man." You see, and we are not coming to the table. We don't care about sanction. We don't care even if we what do you call? They call it we can activate sanction on Russia, which will total cripple the economy. The Russian will be, come on, man. We can live with that. You see, the brothers from GMS son of Isaac, he went into a deep lesson, man. You see, and he was going into like how you see. You ever wonder the Russian country is a very big country, man. And this was after the collapse of the Soviet Union, and during the Soviet Union, it was a lot more bigger. As it says, "Their boys shall dash the young men to pieces, and shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. The eye shall not spare children." That is the austerity right there, man. Austerity. See, unsympathetic. They say, "And Babylon is the glory of the kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldean excellence shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there that was going to commerce." There won't be commerce going on for you Babylonian, man. So this was a really quick update, man, concerning the algorithm for WW3. I hope you brothers were edified. On to the next thing. Shalom.